Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and trending number 1 after say or clashing with Afenyo Markin. Emma say the whole vetting committee or answer questions to perfection as against expectations say ube through ube fambo ube miano in terms of questioning.
And before the minority leaders press conference, another colleague on the minority side, the Honorable Vincent Ekwasifwa, also put out a post on social media accusing me of backdoor tactics and that I am not going to be vetted. Yesterday, one wonders if this was some preconceived agenda to just cast a slur at my reputation. And Mr. Chairman, I want you to take a decision on this matter because my chiefs are beginning to wonder, did I mislead them? Or did I have an appointment to appear before you? Respected ambassadors are asking me what happened. Team Oral and others are all asking me, are you sure you had an invitation yesterday after listening to the minority leaders press conference? So, Mr. Chairman, we demand an unqualified apology from the respected minority leader. Yes. My chiefs will not accept this. My guests, whose names I submitted to you on the 27th of January, will not accept this. And it has to be made very clear. I feel very strongly about this matter.
Honorable
we nominee. Are not some idle people who will be smuggled into appointments committee hearings.
Honorable, let me unconditionally apologize to your wife for how my press statement conference came about. I mean, how she felt about it. I mean, I feel bad if somebody said something about my own wife.
First of all, me a subscribe button is social video way on YouTube. 2 people I will say who be some question and now who dealing with them, you must be careful because they can easily floor you. Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa and Sam George. And Sam George, everything was highly successful or shut it down at the place. And a drew Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa so ono and a foreign minister designate, that is Minister of Foreign Affairs designate. Inti by law also undergo vetting. Okopiemu ewo hono chese o face every single individual, especially minority leader Honorable Afenyo Markin squarely. Every question on bisa no answer to perfection. To begin with, Ochemu say was say omo render apology at the man on the minority side for trying to paint him black. Say confusion is see and or no, and they were behind. Emma as a minority leader no respected that he apologized to him and the wife. One face your Okasaye Edifa Ura a clashing with Afenyo Markin in terms of renting or buying state lands or exposing some documents out there. Other issues and so a pay up Emma as or tackle issue no squarely way and ama in Crawford. A praise Honorable Okudzeto Ablakwa in wasting more time. Mama encourage some videos ya gather na FY doing share on this. Ebra, do you think say or ya dear and I say or floor pay FY doing share on that? Ebra Vimba TV so and
so to enable one to determine whether a land is being sold at a very low price or a high price, one must pay attention to valuation. So the entity in question, whether it has set its own pricing ceiling, so you pay grounds rent, the actual lease, so and if so per acre or per plot, how is that determined? I just want to know from you whether as part of your work you've been able to find out from the Lands Commission whether state lands that they sell, they have their own standard pricing for it.
What I've discovered in the course of my work is that it varies depending on the area. So cantonment varies, range varies. I'm even looking into your own acquisition in Winneba. I have the document here. It also varies. So It varies all over. I have documents from Tamale as well, which vary. So I don't think there's a standard rate. It varies depending on the place.
Honorable nominee, because you have brought me in, I'm able to find out from you about my properties in Winneba that you know. I want you to share with the public.
This specific one is a lease between you and the government of Ghana on 22nd March 2023. The name Alexander Afenyo Markins for 99 years. This is in Winneba. Yeah, so official lands commission document. Yeah.
Honourable member, did you say 99 years?
Yes, 99.
Because I know as a fact that government land, the lease will not go beyond 50 years. By law.
If I can read verbatim, and this is signed by Justice A. Asanguna, Principal Lands Officer in Winneba, and the official search certificate indicates that the search applied for against the land edged red on the plan attached has been made with the following results. 1. The site is not a state land but vested by virtue of LI 206 dated 21st November 1961. 2. The site also is covered by a lease dated 22nd March 2023 between the government of Ghana on one part and Alexander Afenyo Markin on the other part for a term of 99 years. So that is what the search certificate states.
Honorable nominee, just by way of public information, because you provided the LI, now I'll give you a background to Winneba and Gomwa. Winneba and Gomwa have had a long period of land disputes. It went all the way to the Gold Coast Supreme Court. So the entire Winneba land, Kwame Nkrumah, just to bring peace between the people of Winneba and the people of Gomwa, came up with this executive instrument. There are 2 instruments. So in Winneba, every land is vested. All the villages and the Gomwa enclave as well. So I'm happy that you read. The state. Yes. Oh, come on. But the person read, Roxanne, we are doing a serious exercise. I mean, if you guys want us to go the path of partisan politics, we would go there. No. I have been very gentle and respectful. Chairman, you need to talk to your. We have a lot of things to do. I've been calm, quiet, gentle, respectful. They've been doing, I've been keeping quiet. Please, I have patience, but not to a point that a man cannot tolerate. So, Honorable, I am happy that sitting there, you've gone digging me. And I'm happy that you brought it here. That Winneba, I want to provide information. Winneba and Gomwa enclave. The chiefs, their lands were all annexed and they are vested lands. So I'm happy that you read it. And even when the Asafo companies, the Asafo own that area called Ponkwechi, that's Dentifo Asafo. She, the person, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, is the tenant.
Yes,
she is a tenant.
Absolutely.
Okay, because that place is a dollar-rated area. So, I mean, yes, cantonment properties, you pay dollars. We know that as a fact. So, I'm happy to hear that the Vice President is able to afford $1, rent in cantonment. It means that we can't, we being in public service doesn't mean that we should be poor. That's fine. Anyway.
Well,
so,
Chairman, I'm also happy to observe that the Honorable Minority Leader is aware that cantonment lands are dollar rated. So when some of his colleagues are paying 42,000 cedis for a plot of land in cantonments, he must join my crusade against state capture. So I'm very happy. I'm happy you are introducing dollars into this discussion. Very, very happy about it.
My respected colleague, so where is the Secretariat?
The Secretariat, which is really a makeshift Secretariat, and we have to express our gratitude using this platform to Her Excellency the Vice President, Professor Nana Jenopoku-Agyeman. We share her office with her. She generously, because she also believes, so passionately in oral, in protecting looting and protecting public assets. She very graciously allowed us to use her office for this work. So that's the Secretariat we are using.
You mean her office at Jubilee House?
No, her private office.
Where is this office?
In cantonment.
Cantonment, okay.
Yes.
Now, this her private office in cantonment, is it an office that she, because cantonment lands are state lands. So now, this is a private office in cantonment. Is it an office that she owns or she has rented? Is it something that you know?
Honorable member, the question is overruled. The essence is that she is not the owner. The place was made available. The person who made the place available has been mentioned. How would he, the user, be able to know whether the place is owned or it was rented?
Mr. Chair.
Well, Chair, I can, Chair, if you don't mind, just make your work simple because I have information.
I'm very mindful.
I have information.
I mind.
It's rented. She doesn't own it. It's rented. So, Chairman, if you don't mind, so that we don't even create any unfair impression in the minds of Ghanaians, because I work closely with her and I know the struggle.
The person, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, is the tenant.
Yes,
she is the tenant.
Absolutely.
Okay, because that place is a dollar-rated area. So, I mean, yes, cantonment properties, you pay dollars. We know that as a fact. So, I'm happy to hear that the Vice President is able to afford a dollar, rent in cantonment. It means that we can't. We being in public service doesn't mean that we should be poor. That's fine. Anyway,
well, so, Chairman, I'm also happy to observe that the Honorable Minority Leader is aware that cantonment lands are dollar rated. So when some of his colleagues are paying 42,000 cedis for a plot of land in cantonments, he must join my crusade against state capture. So I'm very happy. I'm happy you are introducing dollars into this discussion. Very, very happy about it.
My respected colleague, not to worry. We'll go there gradually.
Government bought a tipper truck for $78,000. So if you say it was outrageous, inflated, now the big question is, what is the market value for such an amount? Now I will take you to Zonda. Zonda is one of the well-noted agencies who sells tipper trucks.
Honorable Asafwa, with all due respect,
my question
he said he has done some work,
and he said it's
and you have done some work.
Yes.
Now, the amount being outrageous was based on the assessment of the work that he has done, but not your own. So the way you are going about the question, that is what is calling for worry.
Honorable
Because the work that you have done is not the same as the work that he has done.
Honorable Chairman.
Your indicators may not be the same as his indicators.
Respectfully, I am saying that in the contract, government bought a tipper truck for $78,000. I am also referring the honorable nominee to Zonda, an agency that deals in tipper truck. When you go to Zonda today, Zonda sells a tipper truck for about $82,000 or $83,000. And government bought a tipper truck for $78,000. With this background, how do you term this as outrageously inflated contract? Because I don't see it.
Well, I don't know whether Zonda is the cheapest in the world, but I would ask the nominee to provide a question.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, clearly my good friend, the Honorable Asifwa, has to do more work. As for this work he has done, with all due respect, it leaves much to be desired. For Zonda's trucks, they pay duties. You imported your trucks free of duties. I did an RTI request, and I asked the DACF administrator, did you pay duties on the trucks? They said no. Zonda is importing their trucks, paying duties. So of course, you are not. I keep talking about comparing apples with pepper, and it has to stop. Then when you talk about we bought tipper truck, there are many types of tipper truck. What kind of model? Which year? What are the specs? So, Mr. Chairman, with all due respect, the oversimplification of matters it's not helpful. And I am willing and ready to submit the work that we did. I say procurement breaches, no value for money, inflationary pricing, and it's a fact. I'm so convinced that Ghana could have saved $100 million. And you should stop comparing vehicles that have been imported with duty and those that you are buying without paying duties. It's not helpful.
Thank you very much. The questioner said he is also involved. Are you involved?
With the greatest of respect, Chairman, please let me be.
Vimbaz TV.